morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Now, let's get going over to the Barbados Defence Force, where there's a recruitment drive on at the moment. And joining us is Karen Carvahlo. She is remind me the title again, Lieutenant Coast Guard in the Barbados Coast Guard. And so she joins us this morning. Good morning to you, Karen Carvahlo, Lieutenant Coast Guard.
Good morning, Barbados viewers. Good morning, Mr. Bowen, and thank you for having us.
You're very welcome. Thank you for agreeing to be with us this morning. This recruitment drive, talk to me a little bit about why you're having the recruitment drive now.
So, Mr. Bowen, as you are aware, the Barbados Defence Force, like most of the other militaries, we have our mandate to provide security and defense, and we also offer and tender humanitarian assistance and disaster relief. We do this both locally and regionally. So, in order to maintain our mandate, we recruit, and we're encouraging eligible persons to register to become one of the few.
You're recruiting because some are retiring, some are coming out, and now you want others to come in, and there never seems to be enough. So you're saying you're looking for those between the ages of 18 and 30. What other criteria are you also looking for so that when they come to you that they're properly assessed?
So I thank you for that. Yes, we are looking for persons between the age of 18 to 30. I also want to say that if there are persons who are 17 years and 9 months, they also can apply once they have consent from a parent or a legal guardian. So persons between the ages of 18 to 30, or those who have reached 17 years and 9 months, once you have legal consent from your parent or legal guardian, you also can apply. So we're having our drive at the historic garrison, St. Anne's Fort, and we're doing that between the hours of 08:30 and 14:30 on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays in person. And you can also register online at www.bdfbarbados.com.
When one registers and one is accepted into the training, what does one go through?
Okay, so before that, I would just want to let you know that when you're coming to register in person, we want to remind you that you will have to fill out an application form, which will have to be accompanied by some documents. These documents include police certificate of character, birth certificate, copies of your certification or your qualifications, your national insurance number, your national registration number, a copy of your passport page if you have one. And if you need further details from that, you can call us at 832-7215. And to answer that question, you will go through a period of training for 20 weeks approximately at our base at Paragon in Christchurch, where you would be transitioned from becoming a civilian to becoming one of the few, Mr. Point.
I love that. Your transition from simply being a civilian by becoming one of the reserve recruits indeed. And that's brilliant. And it means a lot to be able to serve one's country. What does it mean to you to have enlisted in the way that you have and serve in the areas that you have?
So thank you very much. That's an excellent question, Mr. Boyne. A career within the Barbados Defence Force, it is one like no other, sir. It is one that you feel proud, and this pride that you feel is not only felt by yourself, but the members of your family and your loved ones. They are also able to share in this pride. Okay, so within the Barbados Defence Force, we have many benefits. Some of these benefits include physical training. You have self-improvement. We are very disciplined. You also have the opportunity for continuous self-development. There is medical benefits and many others. And again, if you need further information on this, to become one of the few, you can join us or visit us online at www.bdfbarbados.com or call us at 832 7215.
Now, you can serve either as part of the land-based troop or the sea-based troop, as you're sea cadet, basically. You're at sea as a Coast Guard. Is
Coast
that
Guard, yes.
true? And once one enlists and one registers and one is accepted, then you make a determination, or is it determined for you in which area you are reserved and serve?
Yes, please. So we have the Barbados Regiment, which is land-based, and we have the Barbados Coast Guard, which is maritime. But when you become a member, you are able to serve by land, sea, air, and cyber. So we have 4 domains that we cover: land, air, sea, and cyber. So to answer your question about what is determined, it is determined mainly by your skill sets when you come, but that is not the only determinant. You can also go to the Coast Guard without any prior skills, and we like to develop our persons. So we spend a lot of time developing and training our persons so we can make you what it is you want to be. Thank you for that.
That is brilliant. So it's by land, by sea, by air, or online, cyber. So in all those different ways, you can serve in this recruitment drive indeed. And so it's not just thinking that you're going to be holding the gun on your shoulder, you're marching in parade alone, out there on the boats, on the sea, chasing behind traffickers. But there's so many other areas. So it just gives everyone a sense of how broad service is once you are recruited by the Barbados Defence Force. And so I would want that those of you who know you fall between the ages of 18 and 30, and you're able, then you should register. It really is a very noble cause. Your country needs you. So remind us again of the deadlines and the process.
Yes, and I also want to let us know that if you have a civilian job that you love, you can also register to join us as a reservist. We have the regular force and we have the reservists. The reservists are persons who have their civilian jobs, but they're still able to serve their country on a part-time basis. So you can also join us as a reserve, and they're also exposed to the same training.
Right, so we have the deadline is March the 10th.
March the 10th, but you can continue, but the deadline for now is March the 10th, and you come into us in person or online, and in person are Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays here between 8:30 and 2:30 p.m.
Always wonderful indeed. And this sounds so fantastic that even me, working in what I do, if I choose to, I can be a reservist. And so anyone at any time can really step forward to say, put your hand up, I want to serve my country, and be recruited into the Barbados Defence Force and serve in so many ways, whether it's on land, at sea, in the air, or cyber. Those are some of the different areas in which you can serve the country indeed. And so we encourage as many of you between the ages of 18 and 30 to register. And in registering, remember, you must have your police certificate of character. You must have a proof of all your qualifications and certifications, birth certificate, immigration status document, 4 passport-sized photographs. Your NIS number will be required. Your national registration number, your ID card number then, will be required. And of course, if you have a snapshot of your passport, should you have a passport, take a picture of that as well. And come along in person or online and register. You'll be recruiting the Barbados Defence Force. And having told us about this morning has been Lieutenant Coast Guard Karen Carvahlo. Thank you so much. It's a different term. Karen Carvahlo, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We wish you well in this recruitment drive. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
It is your time. It is your duty to be one of the few. By land, air, sea, cyber, and beyond. Join the Barbados Defence Force. Log on to bdfbarbados.com.
A message from the Barbados Defence Force.